Hello, everybody. My name is Greg Labonte. I am a teaching professor here at the University of New England, and I am going to be teaching Bio105 online to you. And so what I wanted to do was basically go through Unit 1. Some of you have maybe never taken an online course before. This little video and the announcement are going to be lengthier than normal. But please listen, because there's some incredibly vital information that will make your life like a lot easier. So first thing is, once you get access to our course, here it is, right? I'll actually switch up my view to see what you all are seeing, right? So this is what you are seeing. You'll notice that there is no Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3. That is because in order to get access to that, you must go through this welcome module. The very first thing that you should do is you should order your HOL kits. You need to order them. That is the very first thing that you should do. This is the course. Yes, I want to enroll, and then you will enroll. All right. Before accessing any of that information, you need to go through these materials, right? So this is another link to get your HOL kit. If you want to go that way, that's fine. But then there are other materials down here that you must go through. Student resources, the syllabus, ordering materials, which we sort of just talked about, and some other helpful tools. And then finally, you need this last piece to access the course. And this is the academic integrity quiz. And so it's not, I don't have access to it right now because of the due date. But when you complete that, once you have completed this, then you are ready to move on to Unit 1. It will become available to you. All right. So Unit 1 looks like this. It will run from May 19th to May 28th. Now, I want to say, if you wait and if you procrastinate, you will run into a lot of troubles in this class because it's a 6-week course. It's very abbreviated. And so all of the material is really packed together. All right. Because, it's the same amount of material that you'd be learning in a 15-week course. Right. And so if you procrastinate, you will run into issues in this class. So please do not procrastinate. First thing is, there's this checklist, which is fantastic. It has everything that you need to do and the date that you need to do it by. I would highly recommend using this, right, to keep track of where you're at in each unit. So the learning materials and outcomes, this is the very first thing that you should do in every unit, is you should click this. There are readings. You should complete these readings. They come from your McGraw-Hill textbook, which we'll talk about in a second. Then there are lectures for each chapter. You should also watch those. So those readings and lectures really set the foundation for your understanding for the entire unit. So doing them is really important. Once you get done that, you can go in a few different ways, but for Unit 1, you really should do your introduction first. It's due May 26th, so it's not due at the end of the unit. It's due kind of in the middle. And this is to make sure that you're engaging with the program, right? The next thing that I would suggest is doing the Connect homework assignments. These are based off the readings and the lectures. These Connect homework assignments are in one assignment, but it's really 5 individual assignments. Chapters 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. Those are all individual assignments. However, I've grouped them together saying you need to complete all of them to get credit, right? And if you complete them, McGraw-Hill's Connect has it set up in a way where if you complete them, you have to get the right answer, and so you'll get 100% for doing them. But they are not super quick. They take about an hour a piece, so you're looking at roughly 5 hours of work there. So again, 1 hour a day, not a big deal. But if you wait to do all of these till the last day, then you'll never be able to finish them on time. All right. Then these are your HOL labs. These 3 things here are your HOL labs. These 3 are virtual. This is because sometimes the HOL kits take, 5 business days to reach you, to ship to you. And so even if you don't have your kit, you can access these virtual labs here. So that is why it's very, very important to order your kit. That's like the first thing that you should do so that you can access these labs, because they're not very quick assignments. They take some time. So please order that kit right away. And then once you've sort of done that, there's a discussion in each unit that is based around the topics covered in that unit. And so by going through the readings, the lectures, and the homeworks, and potentially the labs, you'll be really, really informed to complete the discussion. However, the discussion is due a few days before the due date, and that is the post. You have to respond to at least 2 of your classmates. That is due by the end of the unit. So in order to give people time to respond to their classmates, your initial discussion will always be due 2 days or so before the end of the unit. So make sure you're just aware of that. Again, that can be seen in the checklist. Okay, and then finally, once you've completed everything, I would suggest doing the end of unit assessment, which is either a quiz or an exam or both. So for unit 1, it's just a quiz. All of the quizzes are open book, open notes, open whatever. Okay, there's 50 questions, and you'll have 1 hour to complete the assignment. So it's not like you can just fumble through your book, for 20 minutes looking for an answer. You have 50 questions, 1 hour to complete it. I would use this, as a way to see if you have grasped the material for the exam, because the exam is not open book. And so if you just rely on the book to answer your quiz questions, it may set you up poorly for the exam. So I would just suggest, using the book as a backup during the quiz. Don't rely on it, because you won't be able to rely on it for the exam, and the exams are worth quite a bit of points. Okay. And that's really it for the unit. Due dates are essential. I wanted to talk about them. Again, you really should read the syllabus. There's a lot of housekeeping to do in this first session, but it has our schedule, as you can see here, Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3. But it also has our late assignment policy right here. Late assignments. And so this is our late assignment policy. 0.1 to 1 day late, 10% deduction, 1 to 3, 30%, 3 to 6, 50, and then over 6 days not accepted. Now, if something happens during the semester, you have a family emergency, you get injured, or you're really sick, or you have a job interview or something, and it impacts your ability to complete assignments, you need to reach out immediately. If you reach out after the due date, there's nothing I can do. I cannot help you. No matter how I would love to, but if you reach out after the due date, my hands are tied. If you reach out before, it's 4 days before the due date and you're on your butt and you're just sick as can be, and you reach out to me and say, Greg, I'm so sick, I can't get out of bed. Is there a way I can get an extension? Totally. I am super lenient, would love to give you an extension. If you're sick, life happens, I totally get it. But I can only help you if you're proactive, not if you're reactive. So please reach out early. Okay? So I think that is it for my sort of Unit 1 recap intro. Again, one very last thing. The McGraw-Hill Connect. Some of you will have it, some of you won't. But when you you can just click on the assignment and launch. If you don't have an account, it will say, do you have an account? Do you have a Connect access? If you don't, you need to get it. If you already have it, then great. Then you can complete it. But I just wanted to show you that that's how you access McGraw-Hill. And this is what the assignments will look like, where you can start the reading for it. If you've already done that, great. But you can just start the questions. You'll see it says, hold on, can I go back to that? Can I go back to that? Oh, crap. You'll see it gives you a time. Let me see here. It gives you, right here. This says duration, 3 hours and 22 minutes to do these 5 units. I would agree, but don't be overwhelmed by that. Simply do it sort of day by day, an hour a day, right? Or half an hour a day. So anyway, so getting Connect is essential to complete these assignments. And so, yeah, I think that's it. I have talked for way too long. This video is super long now. I have no idea how I'm going to upload it. But if you have any questions, let me know. Don't wait to ask questions. I've done the online teaching thing. This is my course. I've made it. Time moves so fast. 6 weeks is absolutely no time at all. If you wait to ask questions, you're going to be in trouble. So be proactive. That's my biggest advice. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And I will see you guys soon, hopefully, in your introductions. Please do them. And if you have any questions, reach out. Other than that, good luck, and let's crush this. You know what I mean? Let's lock in and let's crush this, okay? Okay, goodbye, everyone. Let me know if you have any questions. See you later.